Well, hey everybody, I'm Grady and welcome to Uncle Sweetie's Model Works. This is an update video for the 2022 box stock group build with the Fallout Shelter. Um, Today is going to be a little decaling, and I think I got some pan line wash in there, and I think that's about it. Hopefully this is going to be a lot shorter video than some of these others. Really want to try and stay around 10 to 15 minutes. Actually less than 15. I'm going to try and stay around 10 minutes. So I'm going to jump right into it. And yeah, I think that's it. Box stock group build 2022, the Fallout Shelter. It's going to be my last update before the final. So I'll get right into it. Hit that subscription button for me. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the progress. Tell me what you think about the channel. How I'm doing with this whole YouTube thing. Thanks, guys. I'll see ya. Alright, we're going to get into some decal work today. Hopefully most of this is going to stay in frame. And first off, we're going to set out some supplies. I've got 3 kinds of tweezers. Got curve pointed, regular pointed, and regular flat. Where are they at? There they are. Alright. Okay, because we are going to need tweezers probably to apply decals. Also have the Tamiya work stand, and that I think it works really good for applying decals. I don't know if I'm going to be a fan of it for paint. You've probably seen what I use for paint. I'll scoot this over just a little bit so you can see it. But you can rotate, you can apply a decal here, and rotate it and apply a decal here, and then let it sit. And you can rotate it and do the other side, so you're not trying to hold a car. So you're not trying to hold the car, and one side's moving decals and stuff like that. I think it'll just be a little more efficient. And it's kind of fun. I'll put him out of the way, because one of the first things I want to do is cut out all my decals. So you're going to need a sharp hobby knife. I'm going to get these all out of the way. First thing I'm going to do, there's actually 3 sets of decals here plus some overlapping. So I'm going to use all these tiny decals up here. I'm going to use this bottom set down here because the car's black. These 3 through here, all of these, maybe one of these. I'm going to use the side marker lights and these over here. So I'm going to cut all these out. Like I said, you get the sharp hobby knife. And you just be super careful. Again, this thing has a lot more decals than I anticipated. I love these cutting mats. They're great. Alright, there's a lot of what I'm going to use. I'm not going to show a whole lot of stuff to kind of cut down on the length of some of these videos. I don't like these things that are getting 15, 20, 25 minutes. So I'm going to try to keep them 10-ish minutes. So I'm going to pop out for now. I'm going to get these all cut out, grab some more water, and then show you how to apply just a couple of these, because I probably got 20 or so of them. Just some basic stuff to help the beginners along, and for the guys that are watching the builds, just to show you how I'm doing things. And as always, if you see something I can do better, please let me know in the comments. I'll be back. Alright, so I've got first piece of decal in the water for 30 seconds or so. I like to use a glass bowl because the house is kind of chilly. Get that glass warmed up so it'll hold that heat a little better. That looks like it's doing alright. It's hard to tell sometimes. I guess I really can't tell. And I don't know if you guys can even see this bowl. Got a glass bowl with the decal in it. Doesn't want to be cooperative. That's alright. Alrighty, and we're sliding around real good. Alright, I got a couple of those laid out. I'm going to try to do this where you guys can see it. So you get this up here, and I just take my finger. Well, I'm not doing a very good job. That's my first decal in a very long time, so there we go. And then you just manipulate it around until you get it where you want it. I'm gonna get Q-tip and some water. That Q-tip's gonna help me out quite a bit, I think. We don't want that thing sticking. And just keep getting it wet, and you can keep moving this thing around for quite a while. And this wants to be down here in the corners of these, right above that body line. Right about there. Just down just a little bit lower. Right there, right there. And I think that'll just about do her. And then what you do is you roll this Q-tip around. Get some of that water off of there. Get it to lay down flat. And if I had some decal setting solution, this might go a little easier. Whoops. Fortunately, or unfortunately, these will slide around for a good bit. And as the water dries, they should lay down a little bit for you. And I think that right there, boom. I think that right there is what I'm going to live with. There, oh. That spot right there doesn't want to flatten out. I wonder if I get some water on him. There, he flattened out a little bit. Alright, we're going to go away and let you guys, give you guys a break a minute. I'll come back. Alright, I got back here. Going to show you one quick little, well, actually I'm going to do this again. So, as I learn lessons, I teach lessons. The lesson I learned this time, see these dry decals over here? keep those good and away from your water. What I did there, you saw me slide that decal off there, and I just dropped the paper over here. Well, when I moved the other decals out of the way, one of them got on that wet piece of paper, and I believe it cracked. So I'll show you that. I think you can see a crack right there. So don't do that. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out of here. I'm going to do the big part first. Get over here in my light, and this is going to go. Yep, that cracked a lot. Alright, so let's get him over as far as we can. As good as we can. Get that corner in there. And then I'm going to leave him over here to the side. Going to get some more water on my Q-tip. And try to get this guy set real fast so I can get that other piece out of there. I should put water under this before I lay it down. I'm going to try that on the next one. Make it slide easier. Slide around easier to get it where I want it. Get that down, get that down. How's that getting? Is that doing all right? It's doing pretty fair. Let's hit it with the dry. And when you hit it with the dry, you just kind of want to roll it. Roll that water out from underneath that decal. And let me go find this other piece. That doesn't look half bad. See if we can still, oh yeah, he'll still slide around there. Uh-oh. He stuck to my thumb. That's alright. Let's get him down here a little lower. Well, I don't think I got that quite right. But doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. Alright. Try to scoot him up just a little. Just not that much. About that much. Then on this other side, this decal looks a little bit long. Or I didn't get it set quite right or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scoot through there with my hobby knife and cut that little bit extra off. And I popped it up so it doesn't want to pop. Yeah. Alright, there we go. That's our on-camera experience for decals for the day. I'm going to be back and do a little panel line wash, and I think that after that we'll wrap up this video. Thanks. Alright, well, the decaling is done, and the only one that broke was the one that you guys saw, and this is your preview. I don't want to give too much of it away, so that's what you get. There's the front. There's the engine compartment. The battery, you got some decals on it, and one there, one back on the AC unit. Yeah, I know the paint job's sloppy in there, but it is what it is. There's your front, I'm going to come back in a second with a little bit of panel line wash, and then we're going to end this one. Alright, just want to do a little bit of panel line wash, just in case there's somebody watching that's never seen it before, and because I've never done it before. So we're going to see how I do. And we're looking at Tamiya Panel Line Accent Color, black. And this comes in several different colors. I know it comes in gray and brown and just all kinds of things. And what this does is it basically super thin black paint. And with capillary action, it just flows around a part. You touch it wherever you want it to be. Some shadows and whatever, and this will just flow around. And I'm kind of laying it on a little too heavy, but I'm going to come back in a minute and hit it with a Q-tip, cotton swab, cotton bud, whatever you want to call them. I just want some definition and depth and shadow in there. And I'm going to go ahead and get some of that off there. And you can see how that cotton swab is pulling some out, but leaving some so that it looks like it has some a little bit of grime and stuff caught up in the crevices. And let me get that on top. And you can also, I don't know if you can thin this with water. I got a wet cotton bud here, but you can certainly thin it with isopropyl alcohol, several other things, and make it just, I don't want to drop him. I think, let me get some up here on the water pump and whatnot. I'm gonna put a little on the old chrome there too. See if it'll leave enough to highlight them bolts. And if you don't know, this engine, I don't know if it says on any of the kits, but since this is an 86, this engine is probably a 302. As you can see when you look at the valve covers, it's got 2 bolts on either side to hold down the whole valve cover. So 4 bolts per valve cover. It's an 86 Monte Carlo. I have an 86 GMC truck. It has a 305. It has those exact valve covers on it, with the breathers, with everything, and the other side's clear. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do for that one. And I think that's all I'm going to show you. I've got a couple other parts after I do assembly to do some panel lining on, or panel wash, or black wash, whatever you want to call it. I'm also going to do the wheels, but I'm not going to let you see those yet, because those are part of my overall theme for the car, and I do not want to reveal it. So I think that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to come back when I'm going to do some things off camera. I'm going to come back when everything's a little drier, when the decals are a little more set. Don't know if I'm going to clear over the decals or not. Don't know if I'm going to have time. I don't know if that not Rust-Oleum, Duplicolor clear coat will eat those decals. And they kind of came out halfway decent. So anyway, that's it for this video. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, give me a comment, tell me what you think so far. I can't wait for the reveal. I'm going to do the reveal on the 31st, the deadline. And Just keep learning, keep growing. See ya.